Welcome back, everyone, to our LA Rams franchise series on Madden 22. Just a reminder, this is post-scouting update and post-roster update. So we do have Sony Michel on our roster. And as you can see, we have mock drafts. We have different little things that have added to the realism of the scouting process. We have our different regions. We have our national scouts. Everybody has their own little specialties. And it's been great. I've been really enjoying the scouting update so far. Here are, just quickly, some of the people we're looking at. We're looking at a lot of middle linebackers and safeties. And we're also looking at offensive line as well. Those are probably the weakest parts. And edge. We're looking at some edge rushers. Those are probably the weakest parts of our roster. So we are definitely, this guy's at 75%. Let's go ahead and check him out. He has F block shedding, which is not good. Stamina A. Nothing really. He's going to be a finesse move guy for sure. And he has a speed rusher. But yeah, this is really part of the scouting update. Really been enjoying it. I'm going to keep monitoring these guys as our season continues. Last game out, we had defeated Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions 28-2. And now we get to play Desean Watson, who actually is playing for the Houston Texans in this franchise. I kind of forgot to fix that. If I could have gone back, I would have made it so Desean Watson was like unable to be played. But in any case, the Houston Texans are our next team on our list, and we get to face Desean Watson in all his glory as a member of the Houston Texans. So let's go ahead and hop right into it.
As we begin Week 8, we'll see a pair of teams match up for just the 5th time. Get ready for the Rams and the Texans. Next on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
All right, boys. Here we go. There's Desean playing for those Houston Texans. I'm wondering if he's going to actually be traded in real life or if he's just kind of sit out the whole season. I wonder, I don't know if he's even a free agent next year. I think he signed an extension. And I know he has a no-trade clause, but I'm not sure how long his contract is still active for Houston. So that'll be very interesting where he goes, if anywhere, this year. Because we know what he can do when he's healthy and when he's cooking. If there's a team who's on the rise, who needs a quarterback, who gets him, they will be very happy with what they get.
And of course, rally his team to a win.
Let's go man here.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
Oh. All they did was run slants.
Floyd make that now 8 sacks sacks for him on the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon.
They could not create separation against our corners.
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
This is going to be a long day for Desean if he keeps holding on the ball in the pocket like that.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
I see Mark Ingram there. He's actually on the Saints now.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins.
Seems like as soon as I update the rosters and get them how I want them, then there's another roster move.
Think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against. He's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue.
Ooh.
He has great touch delivering the football.
Nice hit by Ramsey. No replay?
When he escapes the
That's okay. That was Ramsey on Cooks.
He finds the right guy. And last but not
Knocked
least,
the ball loose.
toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
And the fair catch is made at about the 20.
Of course, here I am talking about roster moves, and one of the pieces of news that came across Twitter today was that Desean Jackson wants out because he's not playing enough. Which, I mean, it makes sense. He didn't even catch a ball last game. He goes through spurts where he doesn't play at all. So looks like he's going to blitz off the edge.
But they're letting him know you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw.
There we go. So now Desean Jackson wants out of LA. You think he would be happy just being part of like a winning culture and like being a piece in the machine? But even that's not good enough for him. He wants to be like a featured player.
First carry now for the Memphis.
But the dude's like 34 years old. He just has to be realistic with himself. He is not going to be a #1 receiver. He's not even going to be a #2 receiver in the NFL. Unless you want to go to like the Jets or something like that. Do you really want to go to the Jets over the Rams?
It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that.
Look at that stiff arm.
How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Love it.
So the big play has him all the way.
Want to take care of the football today. I do not want to throw any interceptions.
Play action. Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there.
Houston's defense, they have some nice players.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson. He'll have a first down inside the 10.
Oh, he's in. Houston has some nice players on their defense. They don't have a difference maker.
Darrell Henderson.
They have a lot of scrappy guys. They have a lot of veterans that can play. But they just don't have that game changer.
Long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Big drive for Darrell Henderson. Big drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second
All right, Desean.
ball game. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Single
I
bunch.
think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start.
I like Brandon Cooks.
And
When he was on the Rams, I really liked Brandon Cooks. He had one too many concussions, but he looks like he's healthy now.
First and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just
no room.
Man for man.
No room, no separation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again.
Oh.
Like last week, each game is its own entity. Treated
I don't even know who some of these receivers are. Who caught that? Kelvin Harmon. The ex-Redskin.
And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep.
To be honest, I'm actually doing Houston a favor by even letting Deshaun Watson play. You know, in this game. Normally, it would be like Tyrod or Davis Mills. The fact that I'm even allowing Tyrod to play for the Houston's pretty, like, pretty generous of me, actually.
This defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Watson on third down.
Ooh.
It's caught outright, Amendola. And he is
oh, they got Amendola out wide.
As they're able to get the third down conversion.
Amendola's a slot guy. They had him out wide.
A few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ain't doing nothing.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Well, the pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. 4 yards on the completion.
Amendola is a frequent target here, huh?
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged.
Ooh, did he get it?
You see him pointing.
I don't think he did.
There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
That legit looks like Kenny Young. Like Kenny Young, if he made a third down stop, would literally like yell like that. That was really cool.
And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and
that was totally Kenny Young. And Kenny Young. Kenny Young got traded away, dude, to Denver. Like, there's a lot of moving pieces right now on the Rams roster. I guess it's because we're trying to open up some room.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Cooks on a quick slant.
Some cap room, because we have like none. Gun doubles, halfback weak.
And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense.
What I'll probably do for the rest of the season is I'll take Kenny Young. I'll take Kenny Young out of the starting lineup, or I'll trade him. And put in Ernest Jones, the draft pick, because he's the guy who's actually slated to start in real life for the Rams. It'll be Reeder and Ernest Jones.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal.
51 the mic, boy, 51. I'm on.
He'll get it up the middle. And the D
nice block shed.
There. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Poor Kenny Young, just as Kenny Young's starting to come along.
He got into the end zone trying
starting to be part of the team. You know, he gets traded.
So far, he's been denied.
Let me know what you guys thought of the Rams roster moves all together so far in the comments.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
I actually just got a phone call, so I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and mute myself while I return this phone call. So I'm going off camera, but I'll still be playing going off mic.
On 1st and 10, Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Watson on 1st down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34. They were probably just looking for a couple yards of breathing room, snapping the ball at their own 2. Well, they got a lot of breathing room.
And even knowing that offenses are as aggressive as they are now in the NFL, you still expect them to run the football in that situation. Why weren't they ready? Instead, it turns into a monster gain and gets them way from the shadow of their own end zone.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go!
So here are the Rams to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Then he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.